Forget the comforting image of a tiny winged cherub sitting on a cloud. When the 7th century leader and scholar Imam Ali delivered his sermon on the creation of the angels, he described a terrifyingly vast, dense cosmic order. According to this text, the space between the stars overflows with ranks upon ranks of unimaginable entities. To map out this reality, the sermon takes us on a spatial ascension. We start at our own physical, human level on Earth and push straight upward to the absolute edges of created reality. Tracing this hierarchy step by step is the only way to grasp the true, overwhelming scale of the universe we actually inhabit. We begin at the lowest tier, the earthly interface. This is the specific class of angels assigned to interact directly with the physical human domain. They operate as unseen guardians monitoring human beings, and as the gatekeepers tasked with securing the doors to paradise. Alongside them are the swift executors. Imam Ali describes them as the trustees of divine revelation, the tongues conveying messages to prophets, and operatives moving back and forth to carry out specific decrees. This earthly layer functions as an active, invisible infrastructure, the unseen gears maintaining the immediate reality we experience every day. As we shift our scale upward from Earth, the architecture changes. The text describes the uppermost heavens as split apart and entirely flooded with endless, highly regimented ranks of angels. These entities exist in perpetual, unyielding physical states. Imam Ali divides them into distinct groups: those who never cease prostrating, those constantly bowing, and those standing in unbroken rows. They lack all human biological constraints. No slumber overtakes their eyes. Their minds do not wander, and their bodies never fatigue. Across eons, their focus remains completely sharp. They are entirely immune to the heedlessness of forgetfulness. This middle layer of the cosmos operates as a flawless, unbreakable engine of unceasing devotion. Now we push to the absolute physical limits of the universe, where we encounter the colossal class of angels that bear the divine throne. This diagram illustrates their spatial paradox: feet firmly planted in the lowest earths, while their necks pierce through the highest heaven. From there, their pillars extend outward beyond all directions, expanding laterally until their shoulders level with the legs of the throne. At this ultimate boundary, they isolate themselves. They draw veils of glory and curtains of power between themselves and everything below, wrapping themselves entirely in their wings. Imam Ali describes these entities to deliberately shatter our human spatial logic. They represent the absolute physical boundary of created reality. Yet there is a profound paradox here. Despite their universe-spanning scale and their proximity to the divine throne, these entities refuse to look upward. Instead, they deliberately cast their gazes downward, physically hiding beneath the very structure they support. They do this because of a deep intellectual realization. They innately understand that their creator cannot be conceived of through imagery or physical form. The ultimate display of their cosmic power isn't their unimaginable size. It is their absolute intellectual humility before the incomprehensible. The sermon establishes a strict set of theological boundaries. God cannot be attributed with the qualities of created things, confined to physical places, or understood through likeness and comparison. This reveals the true purpose behind Imam Ali mapping out this colossal angelic hierarchy. He builds this structure specifically to establish a measuring stick for infinity. If beings so massive that they physically anchor the lowest earths to the highest heavens cannot visualize or confine God, then the Creator is utterly boundless, remaining forever beyond the limits of both human and angelic comprehension.